Good morning, students. Next sum for the binomial distribution, sum number 5.12. Studies have shown that about half of all the workers who change the job cash out their 401k plans rather than leaving the money in the account to grow. That is just the name of the plan. Nothing to worry. The percentage is much higher for the workers with the small 401k balances. In fact, 87% of workers with the 401k account less than $5,000 opt to take their balance in cash rather than roll it over in the individual retirement account when they change the jobs. First question, assuming that 50% of the workers who change their job cash out their 401k plans, if 16 workers who have recently changed job that had 401k plans are randomly sampled, what is the probability that more than 10 of them cash out their 401k plan? Okay, so firstly write down the details. Sum number 5.12. In the A option, they are saying that 50% chances are there. It means probability of success is 0.50. How many samples they have choose? It is given in the sum, that is n equals to 16. And for the x, p of x, they are asking more than 10 of them cash out their plan. So that is p of x greater than 10, right? They are asking the question. It means you have to find p of 11, p of 12, p of 13, p of 14, p of 15 and p of 16. Then clubbing out all the values and you will get the answer. One time you have to write down the formula so that the examiner will get the idea about your knowledge about the binomial distribution. So p raised to x, q raised to n minus x. Then again we will put out all these values from the table. So see, this is your table. N equals to 16. Probability of success is 0.50. Right? And you have to add the values of p of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So that is 0.067, 0.028, 0.009, 0.002 and 00. Right? So I have added all the values over here and making the total. So the answer is 0.106. Now next question. In the B question, if 10 workers who have recently changed the job and had 401k plans with the accounts less than $5,000 are randomly sampled, what is the probability that exactly 6 of them cash out? It means this time n equals to 10. Probability of success will again changed and they are asking about the exactly 6 of them. So that is x will be 6. So the probability will again change because this is the less than $5,000 randomly sample out that is given in the sum, right? It is 87% of the workers are account less than $5,000 opt for their balance. So probability of success will be 0.87, right? Here I have written all the facts and figures. So it is only for the one. So we will not use the table, but with the formula we will go for it. So NCX, p raised to x, q raised to n minus x. So that is 10c6, 0.87 raised to 6 and 0.13 raised to 10 minus 6. So n factorial upon x factorial, n minus x factorial into 0.87 raised to 6, 0.13 raised to 4. So the answer will be 0.0260. That's it for the sum. Okay, now the next sum 5.13. In the past few years, outsourcing overseas has become more frequently used than ever before by the US companies. However, outsourcing is not without a problem. a recent survey by the purchasing indicates that 20% of the companies that outsource overseas use a consultant. Suppose 15 companies that outsource overseas are randomly selected. So here n equals to 15 and probability of success is 0.20. What is the probability that exactly 5 companies that outsource overseas uses a consultant? So question number 1, right? So 5.13 A, what is the probability that exactly 5 companies, but firstly n equals to 15, probability that is 0.20, and P of x that is exactly 5 of them. So P of 5 equals to 15 C5 0.20 raised to 5 0.80, because P is equal to 0.20, so Q will be 0.80 raised to 15 minus 5. So n factorial upon x factorial, n minus x factorial, 0.20 raised to 5, 0.80 raised to 10. So the answer will be 0.1032. Then question B. What is the probability that more than 10 companies that outsource overseas uses the consultant? More than 10. It means P of x greater than 10. Means they are asking about P of 11, P of 12, P of 13, P of 14 and P of 15. Again from the table we will write down all the values. So see, this is our table on the page number 784. N equals to 15, probability of success will be 0.20, P of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Though it is all the zero values, you have to write down like this, and again total will be 0.000, but you have to show this at least in your sum, right? So that is for the B option. Then see, what is the probability that none of them companies outsource overseas using a consultant? Means P of x will be 0. P of x will be 0. So P of 0, 15C0, 0.20 raised to 0, 0.80 raised to 15 minus 0. So here it is 0, it is becoming 1, and for this we will go for 0.80 raised to 15 times. It is 0.0352. So your answer will be 0.0352. Okay, then next D. What is the probability that between 4 and 8 companies that outsource the overseas uses the consultant? It means P of 4 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 8. See, I have added the 4 also, 8 also, because in the sum they have said the word inclusive. It means you have to take taken into account the 4 also, 8 also. That is P of 4, P of 5, P of 6, P of 7 and P of 8. Again we will put all the values from the table and we will club all the values. See, I have added all the values 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and the answer is 0.351. And in the E option they are asking to construct a graph for the binomial distribution. So that is not the part over here. It may be in the practical one. Right? So here this time we are not going for it. Next sum 5.14. I am reading out the problem. According to the Crowley Associates of Boston, 30% of all the CPA financial advisors have an average client size between $5 lakh and $1 million. 34% have an average client size between $1 million and $5 million. Suppose a complete list of all the CPA financial advisor is available and 18 are randomly selected from the list. Question 1. What is the expected number of CPA financial advisors that have an average client size between the $5 lakh and $1 million? What is the expected number with an average client size between the $1 million and the $5 million? So here in this question they are asking about the expected numbers. So sum number 5.14. N equals to 18. Again two probabilities are given. For the $5 lakh to $1 million, probability is 0.30, and for the $1 million to $5 million, probability is 0.34. In first question they are asking about the expected number. Expected number means mu, and mu means, you know the formula, n into p. So firstly 18 into 0.30 and secondly 18 into 0.34. For both the cases you will go for the average numbers, expected numbers. It is 5.4 and it is 6.12. Next one, what is the probability that at least 8 CPA financial advisor have an average client size between $5 lakh to $1 million? So in the B. So in the B, n equals to 18. And probability will be, we have two probabilities, 0.30 and 40, but in this question they are talking about the $5 lakh to $1 million, so probability will be 0.30. But be careful over here. Here they have used the word, what is the probability that at least 8 CPA means ઓછામાં ઓછા 8, मतलब 8 તો હોવા જ જોઈએ, but એનાથી વધારે, ઓછામાં ઓછા 8 અથવા 8 થી વધારે, मतलब કે P of X greater than or equals to 8. मतलब के P of 8, P of 9, P of 10 up to क्या સુધી જશું? Up to over n, that is P of 18. Again to solve out this sum we will use the table values. So see, this is our table, n equals to 18 on the page number 786. Probability of success is 0.30. And we want the answer from 8 to 18, so that is 0.8, 081, 39, 0.015, 005, 0.001 and so on. So making the total of all of it and you will get the answer 0.141. Then next, see what is the probability that 2, 3 or 4 CPA financial advisors have an average client size between the $1 million and $5 million. It means you have to write down like this, between 2 less than or equals to X less than or equals to 4, means 2, 3 and 4. But this time probability of success will be changed because they are talking about the $1 million and $5 million. So at that time probability was 0.34. So you have to club P of 2, P of 3 and P of 4 and clubbing the probabilities and you will get the answer. So see, our table is here where n equals to 18 is there, but this time our probability of success is 0.34 and in the table they have given the probabilities of 0.3, 4, 5, so it is 30, 40, 50. So for this you can take the average, but it is not advisable to directly taking average of any kinds of this, but through the manually. Whenever they will give you this kinds of the probability of success, odd number 0.34, not the full number 30, 40, 50 and 34 is that, at that time they will ask you between 2 to 3 values, so it will be very easy for you to calculate manually. So here I am going to calculate this manually and get the answer. See, I have done all the manual things. For the P of 2 I have calculated the things, P of 3 and P of 4, and in the last line you can see over here I have made the total of all the three values and I am getting the answer 0.20761. See the last question. What is the probability that none of the CPA financial advisor have an average client size between the $5 lakh and $1 million? What is the probability that none of an average client size between $1 million and $5 million? Which probability is higher and why? So for the last one, you have to make x equals to 0 for both the cases. Right, for the first case also they are asking about the 0, and for the second case also they are asking about the 0, but probability will be changed. For the first case it will be the 0.30, and for the second case it will be 0.34, but as question is same for the 0. So for the first one, p of x, again ncx into p raised to x q raised to n minus x. So here n is 18c 0, 0.30 raised to 0 and 0.70 raised to 18 minus 0. So the answer will be 0.00163. Again next one, 18c0, 0.34 raised to 0, 0.66, 18 minus 0. So the answer will be 0.00056. Right. So in last they are asking which probability is higher and why. Probability of this one is higher, right, that is 0.00163. here it is 0.056, and they are asking about the reason, and the reason will be about the because of the probability changed, right. Probability of the success is changed over here, it is low, that is 0.30. so you will get answer of this one, that is 0.00163, and it will be the 0.00056. now nothing else you have to written over here. That's it for the sum, and that's it for the binomial distribution.